Hi, welcome. My name is Christy Stampin' Spot. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the United States. Welcome. I'm just checking to make sure all my things are live on my page. I had it almost up. Let's see. Let's see if I'm up. And my mic is working now. I have to turn it up just a tiny bit so you can hear it. Oh, yep, it is. Muy bien. It's so awesome. Welcome. I hope everyone had a great weekend. Happy Monday. Today is May 20th, 2024. I have a really fun, easy card to make today, and I'm going to play with the new ink colors and the beautiful sketched butterflies bundle. So let me go ahead and turn you guys down. Make sure I've got all my things right. Here we go. So we are 20 days into our new catalog. I know, right? Isn't that beautiful? I love our new catalog. And if you don't have one of these and you'd like to get one in your hands, I'll have in the description of this video as well as on my website. And you just need to live in the United States. And if you don't already have a demonstrator, I'd love to get a catalog to you. You can request a catalog in either place. And also you can see these digitally on my website as well as in my online store. If you just go to the bottom of the online store and click on that digital catalog, you can see it. We are going to play with this sketched butterflies. And so if you do have your catalogs handy, you can find it on page 68 right here. So this is the bundle price where you save 10% when you buy the stamp set and the dies. I love the stamp set. I like butterflies. Butterflies are pretty. So do enjoy. This is just a really pretty. This one's just really easy, especially if you don't like to color, but you like just a little bit of color. This sketch is really gorgeous. I did one for my GDP, the Global Design Project, um, last week, and I just love how this works. I'm going to use this with the ink colors, and we're actually going to use one of the dies that are from the Spotlight in Nature, which also has another gorgeous butterfly stamp. So if you like butterflies, 68 and 69 is a really great page to look at. I do love the sketch butterflies, but we're also going to be playing with the embossing folders, and you can find them. So if you haven't had a chance to look at your menu, or not menu, your index in the back. So it does have like the dies, and but if you look, it also has like your embossing folders are going to be on page 129. So you can look to see where the different things are. Not everything is grouped together. Um, like the punches aren't grouped together, but the embossing folders are. So what did I say? 129. Here we go. And it doesn't say, it does show them online, but if you've got your pen handy, you can the number 4, which is the one we're using today, the dotted CD, dotted circles 3D, the swirl and so swirly. Oh, I guess it's just the two now because I've got a next one because I got the new product. Those two embossing folders are the 8.5 by 6, so they're huge. Just those two, the swirly, which is number 11, and the number 4, and we're actually using that number 4 today. The dotted circle C3D, which is just one of my favorites. I think it's going to be, look at that, it's nice and big. And if you guys haven't seen one of these, let me grab a different one. Look, that's the difference, right, between a regular and the 3D. So when I mentioned we had 3 of them, it's because I got my new product. I think I showed it to you guys last week. But I think this is called Birch's. What is this called? Birchwood 3D embossing folder. So now we have 3 of these huge ones. So you can see this is like a regular one, and the 6x6. Let's see if I got it. 6x6. Here's a 6x6. So they're really big. So you can do 2 card fronts at once, or I actually used the circles, and I wanted to put it in the middle. So I actually embossed the panel, if you can see, so I can have the circles going out. And that is basically what I did. So this is the card that we're going to make today. And I'm actually, not this one, this was in the Summer Splash, I'm going to do it in the other colors. I love our new in colors. They're just so gorgeous. Um, so I'm just, and this is a really easy card to make. And of course, you can see I'm using the Simply Said stamp set, which I just adore. Because that simple hello. This is a nice simple card, as well as I'm using the in color ribbon. This is of course the die. I use this die for in the, what is it called, the layering um, Spotlight on Nature dies, which are these beautiful circles. So they have really nice. So they have kind of the radiating circles. If you guys have that, we have those radiating stitches that are similar. It's one of our online exclusives, but these have like little flower and like dots and dashes. So this is a really great circle set. I love this circle set. And so and I stamped the butterfly in the our Memento ink, and then die cut it out with the sketch butterfly dies. And just add that little bit of bow, and I think it's just a really pretty, easy, pretty card. I did not put any colors on it. I have two different kinds. Let's see, where's the other one? I didn't put embellishments. We'll put the embellishments on also later. Let me see. I have another set. The one that is, here we go. Although these are not, oh yeah, no, that's all. We have two different kinds. I'm not sure if they're back. I think they might be out of stock. I didn't look to see, but in the catalog, these are the two in color gems we have. This one is in color resin dots, and these are the shimmer gems. So I just really love all the in color product. I just love all the new in color product. Okay, so I went ahead and got all the die cuts ready. Just running late today. For the circles that we use for all the colors. So this one is the Summer Splash, and it's not a big difference to this, but it is a little bit. Can you guys see? I don't know. This is the Shy Shamrock, which is the other green. So I'm just using it's 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and I've just cut it at the 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2, and then the panels that I embossed are the 4 by 5 1/4, and I just did it color on color. So that one's the Shy Shamrock. Here is the Pretty in Pink, and here's the Petunia Pop, and then here's the Peach Pie. Isn't that pretty? These are super pretty. Okay, so I did make the front of this card, but I haven't stamped the butterflies for these. So I thought I'd go ahead and do that. And again, I really like using my stamp positioning tool. If you have a stamp positioning tool that you like, this is the Stamparatus. I know that it's retired, but man, my hands. I am going to use, so this is the butterfly. Let's see. Gorgeous sketched butterflies. These butterflies are really gorgeous. I love, love, love. And so I'm going to use the big one. I love that. Is that like a swallowtail? But these are really pretty because as sketched, you don't have to do a lot of detailed coloring. I mean, you can do detailed coloring, but you can just use your blends or even your markers and just add a little bit of color quickly when you do it with basic black. So I purchased one of our basic whites, or white, is it Whisper White? Let's see, I colored over it, didn't I? The white craft ink pad. So when you order the craft ink pad in the catalog, it comes empty with color. So it's like an empty pad, and then your refill is separate so that you can add it on because it's craft ink, and craft ink takes longer to dry. And so it's better, so they send it to you separate. So I ordered it. I've kept the white separate because I usually use my white on my block. Usually just like sprinkle. I did it with when I made the my Aurora Borealis cards. But I actually took the white and then I used the Memento ink refill and I added it to this pad. So now I have a black, Memento black, but in a bigger pad. And this has that foam that matches all the other ink pads. So that I find that sometimes going from the felt pad, that's the Memento, it's a little bit smaller, to the foam, I use different pressures. When you put the Memento on the black on the foam, and create your own Stampin' Up! Pad of black, it does stamp easier. Like you don't have to press as hard. I really really like the black foam. So that's how I got this. So I'm just gonna add it to my butterfly. Like gorgeous. Oh, so gorgeous. Okay, then let me see. I'm gonna scoop this down. Can I get that? No, I need to go one more. Oh, no, that's too much. This one does not do that right. Okay, so that means I'm going to have to wash it every time, which is fine. So I want to go ahead and stamp this 5 times. I should have stamped and cut these out, but I did not get all of my pre-stuff done. Man, it was kind of, this weekend weekend always goes by really quickly, but this one really went super quick. Um, I had a great weekend. Although I feel like I'm still recovering from last weekend. That was when we drove up to, we made like a quick drive up to Flagstaff for the Aurora Borealis. I can't believe that was just last weekend. But man, time goes. We're already 20 days into May, which means we're almost done with that really awesome joining special where you can join my team and stamp it up and get these beautiful ink colors for free. Love this. I love these ink colors. I mean, I really love last year's as well, but these are super yummy. Very, very perfect, this color palette for summer. And I love these. You can see how pretty these are. So pretty, so pretty. As you can tell, I did not put my stickers on my stamps. When I use the Stamparatus, um, when I mount them, I always trim my stamps down. I have some videos on that on my website. You can find those on my YouTube channel. But I my hands are just getting worse and worse. Um, I really need to use my Stamparatus, and I find that I don't have to cut the rubber because it gives an even. You get an with it when you use a stamp positioning tool, you kind of get even pressure, so it doesn't rock as much, so you don't have as much problem with getting that edge halos, because I do not like halos. Halos drive me nuts. So I used to always cut them down, but now that I don't get to, let's see, what did I do with my butterfly? I had it out. It's not how that always works. My butterfly die, because I did not put it back in my thing. I don't see it because I had it on it. It had like a sticky piece on it because I had used it in my bossing. Watch me have totally lost it on the ground because it is a Monday, right? It's totally Monday. What did I do with it? Now I have to look around, see where I set it down. OMG. It's always something. It's just so pretty, and it cut out so beautifully. When I made the sketched butterflies that I used over the weekend for my GDP, I totally forgot that there were dies to this gorgeous set. And so I was like, oh, I'll definitely need to make sure I use them. And now I have, oh, there it is. It's stuck to the paper. It's stuck to the paper. They have the big dies. So the dies that they have that match this stamp set, they have the line the dies that die cut out the images. Plus they have 2 little ones that you can layer, so like a background and like a line specially lined one. Plus there's another one, and these. So it cuts out those 4 not these. I thought there was one that cut this one out. Maybe there is not. And how many dies are there on here? I can't even read. Does that say 8? So like the wrong glasses. 8, yeah. And let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, no. Okay. So it has, these are line item, or, an extra line. These ones and this one, and that are extra, that don't cut out the images, and then this one cuts out the image. So let's go ahead and cut these out. They're pretty, right? It's really pretty. So I love this. Put this over that. So I really love butterflies. I always really have loved butterflies. Oh my goodness. So we're starting to get heat. So we had, it used to be a little cool at night. Now it's just starting to get hot here. I don't know what the weather's like where you guys are, but I know there had some terrible weather. Oops. I did not make my sandwich correctly. I'm missing my bottom. There we go. I'm missing my bottom piece. Go. Let's get these and cut these out. I do love my cut and emboss machine. The only problem is I only have one of these, go at a time. But it looks so nice to do it with all the colors. I shifted when I didn't have it correct, but let's see. So, oh my gosh. These are gorgeous though. I have a tendency, so it was a Bridgerton weekend for me. I am a huge fan of the Julia Quinn books, so I was very excited because season 3 was of my favorite couple. So that was what I was doing this weekend. When I was watching, I fussy cut it out. Completely forgot that these dies had the Dia stamps had a die, but we didn't end up going to the theater. My husband when we went and saw Fall Guy again last week. He went and saw the Planet of the Apes. He really liked it. He thought it was one of the best of that series. I didn't go. It's usually not my kind of thing, but he really liked it. So if that's one of your movies you would recommend seeing that, then I love Fall Guys. If you guys haven't gone to the theater to see that, you should totally go. It was so good, especially if you were a fan of this TV series. I think it was like the early 80s, the Fall Guy TV series. We came home after we watched the movie and bought season 1 on Prime. And it was different than I remembered when you remember watching something as a kid. It's always a little different, but it was nice. I enjoyed it. It was still fun. I mean, the movie is different, but it's still fun. We really enjoyed it. And if you do go see it, make sure you stay to the end because they have a really great end scene. And I love end scenes on movies. I always have because we always stay to the end. I'm one of those annoying people that stay to the very end until lights come up and all the credits are over. We've always watched all the credits. So it's been very fun these last, with the Marvel. No, it was like the DC was like one of the first real ones that we used to see. But love all the end scenes at the very end. I love end credit scenes. I love all the credit stuff. It's all very fun. To the movie experience. Okay, here we go. So this one I guess is really simple. It is a little die cut heavy because I do use the die cuts for the circles, but those are really pretty. I mean, it just is really nice, but it doesn't take too long if you have to make a bunch of these. These would be a card that would be good to make a bunch of, right? So here we go. So I've got, that one's the Summer Splash, and we do have the beautiful, I was really excited. We have all of the blends. And I'm actually going to just use the light color. So, our blends come, these are our alcohol markers. They come in pairs with a dark and a light. But I'm just going to use the light of each color. And do. And then I'm just going to use the brush end and just kind of flick the color down the sides. So it's not really coloring it. It's barely getting any ink on here. Right? There's not a real technique on coloring. Just adding a little bit of the ink, flicking it. Oh, that's it. But it looks really pretty. So the sketched butterflies, they really are conducive to just using a little bit. Let me see if I can zoom this in so you guys can see. Just using a little bit of the colors. You just want to kind of make sure that it's a little even on each side. It's nice. It's very pretty. Just adding a little bit. Okay, so that's the Petunia Pop. Let's do the Peach Pie. Again, I'm using the light. So this is the dark. I want to make sure I get the light. Peach Pie, which is a lovely peach color. And I love Calypso Coral and Petal Pink, which I kind of feel like this feels more like a light. Well, it's definitely a light peach, like pumpkin pie, but it's really pretty. Actually, it's a really nice butterfly color. Oh, very pretty. And then we need the Pretty in Pink, which I have to say I was the most excited about seeing Pretty in Pink back. I loved this color when we had it before, and so I was really excited to see it back. It's funny is I don't really like red. I don't really use red, but I do love pink. Like I adore pink. And Calypso Coral. I think Calypso Coral is one of my favorite, but Pretty Pink is really nice. Ooh, it's so pretty. Okay, and then the last one is the Shy Shamrock, which is a nice green. It's kind of a bright green, actually, like compared to the Summer Splash, which is more like not Coastal Cabana. I don't know, what is it? Warm, cold? I don't know. I can never tell how that works. But it's so pretty. So I'm just using the and I'm just using it because we're going to do the same color, the whole thing in the same color, right? Makes it really easy to color these. And it's when you color it with the dark, like with the black, because it is sketched, right? You don't really need that much. It's just really pretty. Okay, so once we've got our butterflies done, then we need to cut our ribbon. And this is the in color ribbon all have the same. It's really pretty, right? This is the Shy Shamrock. Yeah, so I'm just going to cut a piece of this ribbon for each of in colors for each of my cards. So that's the peach. That's the Shy Shamrock. Here's the peach. So pretty. And these are border. They're kind of soft, nice. I'm gonna make. I'm also going to do a bow with it. I did find though that this ribbon will shred a little bit, so you don't want to handle it too much after you've made your bow and you put it on. You don't want to handle the ribbon. Some ribbon you can handle forever and it won't shred the edges. This one does shred a little bit, so keep that in mind. You can't play with it too much. And I am going to make tiny bows with these. Isn't that pretty? Oh, just love, love, love. Okay, so I think I mentioned I've been using tear and tape to add it to the back. So I'm just going to do that on all of these. And I want to put my ribbon around the middle. I'm just going to take tear and tape and add it to add it to the edges here. And that's to secure my ribbon. My pink. Need it for this one. Oops. Yeah, so TV Bridgerton. Love, love, love. We actually, because we went haired off, to to Flagstaff, which was about 6 hours away, last weekend. We had planned to play. My son had made a very fun D&D adventure for my family to go on that we were going to do for Mother's Day. So we kind of just postponed it, and we got to play it this weekend. It was quite lovely, and then I got to go to a stamp. Um, we have a local stamping group that I've never been to, and I got invited. And I was so excited to go. Um, and again, I was late, although I thought it was started at a different time than it did, but still, oh my gosh, I really needed to be better at not being. Um, I was late. I was late this morning. It was just hard to get started, and then I was in here crafting and getting prepared, and I realized, oh no! I looked up and saw what time it was. I was like, oh no, it's been forever. I get up early with my hubby, and I'm really terrible at time. Are you guys good with time? I'm terrible with time. Terrible. Always have been though. All right, so let me go ahead and take this off the backing. And I love to be in my craft room crafting, so I can lose time very easily. Okay, so if you guys see that, oh yeah, could have put, so if you wanted to show more of the ribbon, you could always slip your um, uh, piece underneath. I ended up putting mine on top. If you want to show more of the ribbon, you can always slip, because these are, I don't put when I secure it on the back and not on the front, you can do that. You just need to make sure you get it a little tight on there. And then let's add some glue. And I do like to add, let's see, you add a little bit of the tear and tape to the back of your ribbon, um, especially if you are having trouble with your ribbon being, that it doesn't seal really tight against your card front, your card base. Um, Using the tear and tape over your ribbon really does help it, especially if you've got a really thick ribbon. This ribbon's actually not too bad. I do love the embossed image though, and it's nice to do like a tone on tone instead of just like white, right? I kind of like the tone on tone. I don't do it as often, but I still love the layered look. So I do like to have that little bit of a distinction between the edge, which is why these are 4 and 5 1/4. It's just my preference. I just really like it. Right? It's really pretty. Okay, so let's take this off. This is the Shy Shamrock. I wouldn't usually do all of different colors, a ton of different color ones, but these are just so pretty, and it's so easy. The using your embossing folder to add a layer is like also using our designer series paper. We have some gorgeous designer series paper too, so that makes your so easy, because I'm just gonna add one little, the one image and um, my little sentiment, and I'm telling you, I love the sentiments. Although the sentiments in here are pretty nice too. There's wishing you a beautiful birthday. Hope is a beautiful thing that flutters in the soul. It's kind of like an Emily Dickinson quote. And you brighten up so many of my days in thinking of you. So they have and it has those beautiful fonts. I just am like in love with this little hello. That I want to use it on everything. It is just such a great, the mix and match. I should do something with the mix and match too. Here we go, and add that to here. The ephemera. Maybe I need to make two. Maybe I'll make a scrapbook page with some of the ephemera, or maybe we'll just with the sketch butterflies. I love these sketch butterflies. They're so pretty. I think I have my the other card that I made up there. I can grab it. This is the Petunia Pop. So you can see I'm just putting it over where my circle is. So some of them are a little bit higher than the others, but just so that it goes across the circles. When I try and emboss these, I try to make the circle be in the middle, so it kind of has that radiating circles out. If you were going to do it two at once, then it would be like half. You'd have half the circle, and it would be going out, the other way. But I kind of want for these, I really wanted the circles. I kind of like that. I think that seems kind of cool. So I don't know what else you guys do. I finished my tracker, and if you guys are Supernatural fans, and if you watch the tracker, Jensen Ackles started as the brother, and they did a shout out. I remember seeing him touch the car, and I'm like, oh, that looks like Baby. And sure enough, I think that was supposed to be a shout out to the Supernatural fans, which was kind of fun. I love it when they do that. So we don't really do true crossovers anymore. Speaking of the 80s with Volkswagen, like Simon and Simon and Murder, She Wrote. Oh, I love those. I just love those. And Magnum PI. There was a Magnum PI and Murder, She Wrote. Crossover TV. I love that. But Bridgerton, I guess, has crossed over because my husband was talking to one of his coworkers where his wife had made him watch a couple episodes. My husband's like, I know, my wife made you watch a couple episodes too. Isn't that funny? I was very excited because I love that book. Julia Quinn is awesome. If you like romance, her stuff's always fun. And it's summer, it's like the best time. But that series is so much fun. I do love that series from Julia Quinn. And they do, and the TV shows are awesome too. They're different than the books. And that was like the hardest part for me because I love that book so much. The difference is I was very unhappy with at first. Then I rewatched it because Nicola Coughlan is just awesome. The actress that plays the lead is just fantastic. We loved her in Dairy Girls. If you guys have Netflix, I think Dairy Girls is on Netflix. Maybe it's on Amazon. I can't remember. We have all the streaming services, sadly, so it makes it hard to remember. I think half the time we have to Google where it's at so we can find it on all the things. Oh my gosh, you guys have that? It's funny as my accountability partner does not watch television or go to the movies as much as me. She does concerts and other fun things, but I'm always like, what? You haven't seen it? No. Nope. So hopefully. Oh my gosh. So I love this embossing folder. It's 3D, and these little dots in the circle is good. I mean, I was never really a fan. I mean, I don't not like them, but I never use the ones that are just the dots. But given it the circle with the multiple, it has the indents as well as the little ones, so it's got like variations, which is awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna put my circles in the middle. Like I said, if you like more of the ribbon showing, you could slip your piece under there, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna do it the other way. And so when you're doing that, because I am gonna do one on top, I kind of make sure like I don't put your Stampin' Dimensionals in the middle, right? Because that's where your ribbon's gonna go. And because these are a little large, I am gonna use 6, which is a lot of Stampin' Dimensionals. I like to use Stampin' Dimensionals though. I like it to feel firmly on there, right? So remember, we want it to be in the corridor. Have it even on there. So nice. Okay, so why don't I do one full card? So then we need the pink. Oh my gosh, you guys, isn't that pretty? Oh, it's so pretty. It's so simple, but it's so pretty. Okay, so for this one too, I need to add 4. I think I'm just gonna put one on the butterfly there and here. Let's see. Oh no, I'm not. I'm totally gonna put 5. I'm gonna put so many dimensionals on here. Um, it's not the most dimensional heavy. We've done those other cards that have so many dimensionals. Okay, so and I'm putting it in the middle, and so that the tips kind of go over the edges. So that's kind of where I know I'm in the middle, right? They kind of go over, not too much, but a little bit on there. Here we go. So there's the pink one. Okay, so now let's do, this is the pretty in pink, so this is the pop. I'm like hitting it to make sure I get all the little pieces out. If you don't, your take a pick tool is pretty awesome. This is kind of, I really like when they add the little embellishment to the circles, right? Like the radiated, like the stripes are nice, or even the stitch edge from our stitch shapes. I really like how that looks. It just gives it a little bit more of an oomph. Again, I definitely like more stamped dimensionals because it gives it a little bit more stability feeling. Some people like to use like a full, I don't know if you've ever used like a full amount of dimensionals underneath something. It really makes it stiff in a way that's really interesting, right? It feels different. The weight, not only does it feel heavier, but um, yeah, it makes it feel a little different when you add that um, a lot of dimensionals. Some people like that feel. Some of us are like, oh, that's so many dimensionals, as it feels like it's a waste. But no, that's why we have them, is to use them. Not that I think dimensionals go bad. I haven't had them long enough to ever make feel like they've gone bad, but they lose their sticky. Oh, that's nice. Pop is pretty. If you wanted more bend, you can always, I didn't bend these, but you can always, if you want to give them a little bit more of movement, you can use your bone folder to curl around them. I did not do that because I was laying them straight across. Make it simple, a little simple, not too simple, but for me, although I have to have the layers, I totally need layers. Find that you have your own style. I love this stamp set. And like I said, it's really easy. I love to color a lot. Sometimes, you're not in the mood to, or the wait, spend 20 minutes coloring your image. These sketch butterflies make you have that beautiful color without, and because it is that sketched what is it, distinctive, you feel like you got a lot of detail on there without having to be very precise with your coloring. You could probably do this with watercolor pencils too, but man, it's super quick to color these butterflies with your blends. And since I use the Memento, it works nice. I do love using my Memento, and I'm really happy about putting it on that new pad. So pretty. Oh my gosh. I love these. These are so pretty. So, and of course you can do this with any color palette. I think it would look great with any color palette. I'm just currently in love with our, oh my goodness. This one went a little off. Not too badly, but I'm not going to do it. It's only a little off. I can tell that was the one where I realized I used the wrong, I didn't include the number, was it one plate? The one that goes underneath for dies. I should have used the sticker and repositioned it. Instead, I just cut it out. So it's just a tiny bit off, but it still looks pretty. I did not get all my little pieces out. We do have an attachment that has like a little brush on here, but on some of the more delicate ones I do that, but these ones are just poke out with the pokey tool side of my Take a Pick tool. Oh my gosh, you guys, we have so many little papers for the, oh, this is so pretty. Doo-doo-doo. So many little, there's like so much little mess. Like I'm gonna have to, though I haven't completely cleaned up from when I took all my stuff to Tucson. Oh, that one's having trouble getting that one out. There we go. My craft room is still a mess. I did play in my craft room, but like so, like we had 3 other things going on, so I didn't. I was watching Netflix on my computer. Well, I craft, which is nice, super fun. I had a bunch of cards and stuff. My bestie had a list of things she needed me to help her get to make. As it is, the graduation season. My daughter got her AA this week too. That pretty? Oh, so pretty! Oh my gosh. Okay, so now we have all the colors. So now we just need to do those little bows, right? Have a little bow, and then we need to do the sentiment. So let's do the bow so we can finish off with this ribbon. And usually when I'm doing the bows, I don't usually cut it off until after I'm done. So I'm trying to use a less on one side because you do need some tail so that you can do it. Not just you need to work it. Like I said, look, see how it tears a little bit. You just need to be careful while you're maneuvering your bow that you don't pull too hard because you can unravel your ribbon a little bit. But I definitely want it to be a tiny bow. So let's see if I can get that to cut. And you don't want it to be too, well, I'm not going to put too big because I don't want to cover up too much my butterfly or my, oh, but it's so pretty. Just like that little bow. Cover up too much my butterfly or I'm going to put my sentiment on the other side. Okay, so there's that. That's the petunia pop. Here is the pretty in pink. I love this color. So excited, pink's back. Pretty in pink. Go. Made it a little bit wider, longer. Go. So I made one with long strings the other day, and I don't usually do that. I really like the smaller bows. I just am terrible. I always want to try to make a big bow when I have a place for it, but then I always make it smaller. I'm like, oh, it's just preference. Some people are good at that. Okay, so I've already done my summer splash. So here is the Shy Shamrock. And if you're not, we do have the assortment pack of these cardstock colors. And I was so excited when we had all of the all of the gems. So we have these really fun gems. I know they've been out of stock. So what you can do, and maybe I should do that just so you guys can see, you can use your blends. You just have to be careful not to shred your tip. But you can use your blends to color rhinestones and make your own shimmer gems. So if we're ever out, it's one of the best things about having the blends is that you can make your own ribbon. You can also do in the same color as well as gems. So if our gems are all out of stock, you can make your own, which is nice. If you need them. Or if you've run out. That is another great way to get your to use your blends. I know some people are like, oh, I don't want to. I actually used to not get the ink colors because um, it's only 2 years for the color. But oh my gosh, you guys, sometimes they come back. Look how beautiful. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. Okay, so I need my dimensionals, or not dimensionals, glue dots to add them. And we'll make our, what time is it? We'll make our sentiment. We'll be done. Already cut up the outer inside panel. Oh, okay, so there's the pretty pink. Let's do the Petunia Pop. Just use the glue dots to add these bows to the side there. And then I'll have a whole set of these. They look great just in the single color. I'll show you when I did something similar with in the coloring wise for the one that I did for my global design project. Let's get this done really quick. I am using two glue dots per bow. I think it's really just your preference. One probably is enough, but so cute. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so then we need to do our sentiment. So I'm actually gonna fussy cut out these sentiments. So I just need a block, and I'm using my Hello, and this is the photopolymer Hello from the Simply Said stamp set. So it has the thanks. The yay would work good too. I just like this one. The happy birthday would be kind of long, but I love this little hello. It is my favorite. Now let's see here if I can get this nice and inked. And then I'm going to stamp it. This is a piece, strip that's about 3/4. And I want to, so I'm probably going to do it lower so I can cut the top off. So I can make it as small as I can on my card front. Right. So now I'm just going to stamp a bunch of little hellos. Is that nice? Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't believe how much easier it is to use that Memento ink on the in our felt. So taking one of the craft white ink pads and inking it up with my Memento black has really been a game changer. I just really, really love that. Okay, let me have a little drink of my coffee. Oh, so yum, 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 yum. Okay, let's see. Awesome. All right, so then I'm just going to take my paper snips and cut them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I can see how I do. So this is basically how I do if I do a bunch of cards. So when I did my swaps, I would cut out all the pieces and then put them all on at the same time. I don't know if you guys like your Christmas cards. You guys make a bunch of cards at one time. I don't do a lot of multiples that I send. I mean, I do for my thank you cards. So for my customers, which might get these beautiful butterflies, I need to do for May because I love these. There you go. So I've just cut them out. It was pretty easy with my snips. You could, of course, cut them. They'll make the little panels with your trimmer, but for me it was just easier to use my snips. And then I'm going to use one Stampin' Dimensional on the back of the hellos and add it to my card front on the left side of my butterfly. I have my it's almost down to the edges only. Okay, and then just tuck it. See, I've got it tucked under, just like that. Pretty, so lovely. Okay, a little wayward. That one just a little bit too tight. There we go. Love, love, love. So it's this. So depending on how you have your butterfly. So like on this one, see it's lower than the ribbon. This one is up higher. So it just depends on where you put your ribbon. So this one was lower because I had when I embossed the circles, I where I put my butterfly had more to do with where the circles were in the middle. So it seems like that dictates really kind of where my hello goes. Go. Do do do. So pretty. Then if you want to add a little sparkle, you can add some um, Wink of Stella, which you can just paint it on a little bit because we didn't do anything really spectacularly difficult. You don't have to like try really hard. Sometimes when you're coloring, you only want a little piece of the glitter in a specific spot. This I can just, in the same way I did with the coloring, just add it on. Just brush it on. See, I need to make sure. More. Again, I always use my lid to make sure I don't get too much on my brush and it splooge. A big mess. Which I have. I say that as I have done that before, which is why I do it this way. Always making sure I'm not gonna have it splooge out. Awesome. And like I said, now you can color your dots. I love the shimmer. I think these are my favorite. I think we also have resin dots. If you don't like as much shimmer, you can use the resin. Or if you don't have these because they're out, you run out using your Stampin' Blends to add the. Let's see. I want to put one right here. Actually, that I only think I need. What do you guys think? All I need now. I should put more. I just love gems. Gems are pretty. And let's see. And you should do them in threes, and you should do them in kind of a triangle, right? That's always the best. Not pretty. Oh, so pretty. So I used a big one, then I used two little ones. Okay, so that one was. Oh, you know what? And I did it on the backward thing. This is the shamrock, the shy shamrock. So I put the shy shamrock on the. You can't really even tell until you look down. You're gonna be like, oh, I haven't used that one. Okay, so let's put that on there. This is the summer splash. Make sure you use the right colors on there. No, I didn't. I think I grabbed the wrong one again. Yep, I totally did. The summer splash. It would almost be easier if they had moved the summer splash and the shamrock. They're really close together, so you have to really be good at looking. Make sure you don't mix those up. Well, maybe you don't. I seem to have to do that. Okay, so here is the big one I put up there, and then the little one goes here and here. That's so pretty. And then peach is over here. Peach pie. Peach pie is a great color. Go. Awesome. And then the pretty in pink. So I love that they had the using the new in colors because they have all the things to match. But again, like I said, with any of the colors, you can get we have the plain rhinestones, and you can use your Stampin' Blends to change those colors. So you can always have the rhinestone color, which is always nice with the blends. Okay, so let's put these away so I don't lose them. I need to put it in one of those the little hard envelopes, but I haven't gotten those out yet. Okay, so awesome. Okay, so I've already cut up my inside layers. Let's see, what did I do with my inside layers? I had them. I'm not going to add a I'm not going to stamp on them. I'm just going to get out the little edges. So, like I usually love, if I'm not going to stamp in the inside, but I definitely love to add to the inside and the back of the card. So I cut, so these ones I actually cut first. So I just cut the 1/2 inch by 4 inch strips. And I could fit all 5 of these into my folder. And so we need one for the back of the card and one for the inside. So I'm just going to add these to the bottom of all of these little, and my inside layers are almost always, they're 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. So it gives you a really nice border on the inside. And then you don't have like a huge amount of space to write, which is nice. Though it doesn't matter what I do. I seem to, so I like to sometimes, especially if I'm writing a special card and I remember, I like to write my card out before I even add the strip on the bottom, because I am a terrible speller. And if I think about it too much, I will mess up. I have the hesitation, right? Or in my haste, I will sometimes skip a loop, so then it doesn't look right. And then I always want to try to fix it. And then when I try to fix it, I make it look like a blobby mess. And yeah, so if you guys get a thank you card from me, I sign my name, and you would not believe how many times I have to throw those the little post-it pages I add away, because I've not just spelled my name wrong, but I've made a mess of it. Um, it's terrible. It's like an inside secret there. So I print it out because I would have to I'd ruin so many pages just writing your name, my name on the bottom, or the heart. I sometimes, if I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing with the heart looks crazy on the bottom. Crazy. Okay, let's see. So which one am I missing? I'm missing a that inside, because I don't think I put one in here, right? No, I did not. Okay, this is the Split Summer Splash. So that way, if you mess up, you can just add a piece of white. If you put it into your card and mess up, then you've messed up your inside. So that's something you can do. Of course, you could always add a piece of cardstock, restamp it. Like if you're trying to stamp an image and you mess up on your inside and you can't take it out, you can always do it again and then just mount another piece on top of it, because it still looks pretty. Or hopefully the person that you're sending your card won't matter to them, because you have the beautiful handmade card. But it's frustrating when you spend so much time to make a gorgeous handmade card, and then you mess up in the handwriting part, right? Ugh. So, but I try not to. I like to use the little strips on the inside. That way it doesn't mess them up, and then you guys can reuse the card. So when I send my thank you cards, I send with a so pretty. Oh, love the color on color. An envelope, and it blank on the inside, so I don't write on the inside, so that you guys can send it out if you want. It's having a small stash of cards you have at the ready to send out on a moment's notice, because sometimes you just need a card and you don't have time to make one. And you want to be, then you're tempted to want to go to the store and buy one. And they do have some beautiful ones you can buy, but they're just expensive. So, I mean, making cards is not cheap either, but I get such a satisfied out of it. But then once I do, I don't want to buy. I don't know when the last time was that I purchased a card at the store. It's been a while since card in the store. I don't remember how long ago it was. It's been a while. But I have noticed the prices because I was in Hallmark at Christmas getting my ornaments. I collected a few of the Christmas ornaments that they put out. Oh, every year. My kids love it. Used to be like our yearly Christmas thing that whatever they were into that year, like their main, I don't know what they're watching on TV or the toy they were playing with or um, what their favorite science or sometimes any of that kind of thing. Whatever their favorite thing is, we would get one ornament like that. So every year we could see kind of like what they were into from the past. Pretty. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. I just love these. The, the embossing folder just really makes it pop. And like I said, the sketch butterflies are so easy to color. You don't have to spend hours coloring them. And last one. Oh, did I do the back? Anyway, I didn't do the back one on this one. I'm so excited about getting the inside piece in. Okay, and then of course, exciting news is tomorrow it's free shipping. I already have a bunch of stuff ready in my cart. I'm excited. I'm excited about free shipping. Free shipping is always awesome. So that's also the best time to get when you have free ship. When you have a free shipping special, it's the best time to get like a paid paper pumpkin subscription because then you don't pay if you add it to your cart. You don't pay for the shipping on it. So it's the best deal. It's not really the best deal if you have to pay shipping. I mean, you do get one free, but you still have to pay shipping. And our shipping is a little bit more than I think Paper Pumpkin. Um, so, because when you get the month by month, it's included in that $25. But so I think like it's 23 something, but you have to pay our other shipping. So if you only buy a prepaid, it's more expensive than if you just go through the other edge. Oh, they're so pretty. And through the other system. I cannot wait till we get our system. They have all the pieces on our website where it's all one place, which is exciting. I'm very excited for that. Okay, look at that, you guys. Aren't these beautiful? Love, love, love. So these are all in colors with butterflies, and I use the new circles. Is it 3D embossing folder? And what did I do with it? It was like right here. And I, of course, set it down somewhere. Oh, here it is, right here underneath. Isn't that pretty? A huge one. So I was putting the piece so it's in the middle, so it's radiating out. Gorgeous. And the beautiful sketch butterflies. And, of course, my Simply Said stamp set. I love these sketch butterflies. They're so pretty. Oh, that was what I was going to do. You could also do the same thing to do your envelopes. Let's see, where's my container with my envelopes? Here we go. I have 5 colors, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now you could do the big butterfly on all of these. I think I would just do the little butterfly. This one is really pretty. The little butterfly. Let's see. Both of these are. I'm just gonna put the little one on there, on the edge. So let's move my hello. Let's get this. Let's get my black out. Let's see if I can make this work. And then we can stamp on our envelopes, which makes it even more awesome. I love, love, love stamping on my envelopes. Okay. I have my nice black foam pad. And then we can take our look how pretty that is. Oh my gosh, you guys. All right. I love these sketched images. Oops. Getting a little wild with it. Let's see here. nice. And then we could stamp hello on the back if we wanted to. I'm not going to stamp hello on the front. I don't think we're supposed to stamp our, I need to ask. I'm just very intimidated by my, I always feel so intimidated when I go into the post office. I don't know why. There we go. Ask if we shouldn't. I saw that they don't really like it when you stamp words on the front. But look at that. You can stamp hello on the flap. And then we can. Now, again, I'm going to use my light Stamp and Blend just to add a little bit of color. You don't have to. I'm going to add a little bit of color. If you saturate it, you need to make sure you set something inside because the color will bleed through to the other side. So if you're going to do, you really want to do like an elaborate coloring on the front, you need to definitely get a piece of scratch paper and just slide it inside. Usually, because it will go through. But sometimes you just add a little bit. It's not too bad. See, it didn't go through. But see how it does bleed through on the side a little bit? Yeah. Keep that in mind when you guys are doing, if you're going to add color. Let's see, let me get the other two out. So what I would usually do is take another piece of just like scrap paper, something you've messed up maybe, or you know what I mean, and just slide it in. So that it doesn't. This one is the Summer Splash. That's the dark. I want the light. Definitely do use your light markers because the dark, your chances of it going through with a darker marker is, the darker one is much higher than if you do it with the lighter marker. Okay, let's see, did it bleed through? It didn't bleed through for the shamrock. And let's do the really, I'm having a trouble trying finding the, here we go, my light markers. Go. Do do do. This is so pretty. This is a gorgeous set, guys. So easy to add pretty color. So I've got, which one am I missing? Oh, the orange. So the peach pie. So now we have got a full-on set of gorgeous in color butterfly. Hello cards. Just my favorite. See, it didn't soak through on that one. So we can add these all to their, isn't that pretty? Oh, so pretty. Pink one, and green one, and the Silver Slash, right? Green, and Summer Splash. There we go. Oh, now we have a full set with matching envelopes. Isn't that adorable? Love, love, love. And of course, you can always stamp your sentiment on the inside too. I usually do the stamped on the back as well, with the stamped by it's stamped with love photopolymer that's in the back of the stamp set, which is for your Stampin' Up! Logo, which I will of course stamp on. I'll probably stamp on the back of all of these too before I'm done with them. But isn't that pretty? Love, love, love. Okay, so it's after 10. I can't believe I've been gone so long. I love these. I hope you guys enjoyed these beautiful sketched butterfly cards and dies. We just use the cutout die. And of course, if you don't want the cutout die, you can always fussy cut them out. But it was pretty quick. And these beautiful dies that are from the layering. What are they called? The Spotlight on Nature dies. And then my stamp set's from Simply. The sentiment is from Simply Said. So yeah, it turned out pretty. So I made 5 of those in the beautiful, yummy 2024, 2026 in colors. They're so pretty. So pretty. I hope you guys enjoyed today's relatively quick cards, although we made a bunch. It would have been really quick if I just made one. But once I got started with these pretty colors, I was like, oh, I want to make more. I wanted to show you guys, if I could show you the other one. And the other one I used, the So Swirly, which is the other big giant, the 8.5 by 6, that swirly on the back. And then again, I used the same technique for coloring it, and I just used all the different butterflies. This is the one that I use on the envelope, and that's the one I use on the card, and this is the middle one, which I really like. And then on the inside, I just the You're Amazing is from that Kiddin' Around stamp set, and then this is from the new Saying Hey stamp set, which I thought was quite fun, and then I just added. Unfortunately, these Indots have already retired. I love those. But I was using, this is for the color challenge, and it was with Moody Mauve. So those were the in color last time. Although I like the new Shimmer Gems, but the glossy dots were nice for last year. But that was I made that card last, I think, for the Global Design Project, which if you'd like to stamp along with them, it is no longer on. You don't have to have like a blog and post it. You just add their tag, the hashtag, whichever it is. I think this week is a sketch challenge, to your Instagram or your Facebook page, and tag them in it, Global Design Project, and whichever card hashtag the GDP that you're working on with the number, and you can be entered. Which is so nice. It's fun to play. So many beautiful projects. So that was that, but I did another. So I love this new stamp set that's in the new catalog. So I hope you guys are enjoying the new catalog. Let's go ahead and see what other things. We do have Paper Pumpkin. I haven't gotten mine yet for May. I'm really excited. I've seen some gorgeous stuff. Everyone else is getting theirs. I'm like so jealous. I hate waiting, but mine should be coming today or tomorrow. And then for June, we have The Life is Sweet, and it is using some of the Scrumptious in colors. You can see there's the peach pie, which is just so pretty. So you need to get this sweet, you need to subscribe by June 10th. Whether you get a prepaid, like I said, tomorrow would be a great time to get a prepaid, or through the Piper Pumpkin. And if you buy the prepaid, you still have to go on and make sure you put that code in that Stampin' Up! Sends you for your prepaid into your Paper Pumpkin account so that you still get it. So you need to do that all before June 10th to get that set. And of course, the second quarter dies are still available, and those are in my online store under Paper Pumpkin, under past refills. And it's like past kits, refills, and add-ons. And so this is the second quarter add-on, and we had the butterflies for April. We had the little hexagon sentiment shape for May, and then we have this beautiful thanks for June. So that's exciting. So you can get that right now in my online store. You do need to be a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, and they'll ask you for your email, and it's the email that you use to get your Paper Pumpkin subscription is the email that you have to use to prove. So like I have also mentioned a couple times now, tomorrow, Tuesday, May 21st, is free shipping on orders over $75 or more. So it is that $75 or more, although it's so easy because there's so much awesomeness, but it is free shipping, which is awesome. I love free shipping day. As I said, I already have my cart all ready to go. And then as it is that first month of until the 31st, we do have this really great in color special where you get all 5 of the new in colors, a mixed pack of the cardstock, the assorted cardstock, the Stampin' Right markers, and their designer series paper. So it is a great, I think it's like $82 value on top of, and how you get that is that when you join Stampin' Up! With the starter kit, which is $99, you get to pick $125 for that 99 plus on top of that 125. You'll get this $82 value of in color, this in color pack to your starter kit. So and then they also get free shipping, free shipping all the time, which is so awesome. We have to only wait till they do it every once in a while, but that they get free shipping on that too. So it's like the $99 plus the tax, and there is no shipping. So it is a great deal, even if you don't want to purchase anything else. Even though once you order, you get the starter kit, you can and become a demonstrator. You get a 20% discount on all your future orders. So it's a really great. It's always a great deal getting the starter kit and getting that. But when we first started catalog, they do have a much better promotion that has extra on top. Like I said, that's $82 value of this scrumptious. I love all these in colors, so pretty. So thank you guys so much. If you need anything, I have my link to my shop. If you want to order Stampin' Up, I appreciate your business. I support your business. And if you're watching this later on YouTube, please like and subscribe so you get more of my videos. And also like on Facebook. If you haven't watched me live, which I usually don't because I'm very not as great at getting on at the right time, but I always go back and answer your questions. So if you have any questions or comments, I'd love to see that. I'll definitely go back and answer you and share if you know that is loves with butterflies or maybe these in colors. I'd love you know, share my video. Would be awesome. So I hope you guys have a great Monday, and I can't wait. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Have a great week. Happy crafting. Bye, guys.